Meta is doing their big spring game sale right now. So I'm going to go through some of the good games you can get for cheap or cheapish. Anyway, here's a tip.
Well, here's a tip. Don't fart in a spacesuit.
For a lot of these games, check the description in the app before you buy, because some of them have bundle prices that can be even better than buying one game at a time. But don't just assume the best price is in the bundles, because sometimes it's actually cheaper to buy the bundled games individually. Starting off with one of my favorites, Dungeons of Eternity is 33% off, so you can get it during Meta's spring game sale for just $19.99. It scores 4.8 stars out of 5 with over 7,000 ratings. Dungeons of Eternity is a hack and slash dungeon crawler with lots of role-playing game elements. You'll open chests to find plans to make new weapons, make new spells, or find new cosmetic enhancements. The thundering music will keep you motivated, the randomly generated dungeons will keep you entertained for days, and 4-player co-op means you always have someone in the dungeons to crawl with. I've met a lot of fun VR people in Dungeons of Eternity, and if you want to randomly run into me in a VR game online, Dungeons of Eternity is your best odds. Let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in like a live stream of Dungeons of Eternity. For the sale price of $19.99, head on over to the Meta Horizon app quickly, because the sale event ends at 11:59 Pacific time on March 23rd. Boop the subscribe button if you want some fun VR news, accessory reviews, and notifications when games go on sale. Real VR Fishing is 30% off, so you can get it during Meta's spring sale for just $13.99. Real VR Fishing has a current rating of 4.5 stars out of 5 with over 7,700 ratings. For quite a while, Real VR Fishing was an absolute addiction for me, and I don't fish in real life. There is just something about the beautiful 360 views that is so relaxing, and at the same time, you can get pretty excited when you land a big old shark. There's plenty of real VR fishing to be done with the base game with 40 photorealistic locations and over 150 species of fish to be caught. But the developers are constantly expanding the game recently with monthly DLC locations all over the world and new species of fish, some that you'll get for free and some that's paid. With all of that great stuff going on, don't forget this is a multiplayer game, so you can fish with your friends even if they live far away. The game is friggin' sweet. PowerWash Simulator is 36% off, so you can get it during Meta's spring sale for just $15.99. PowerWash Simulator scores 4.3 out of 5 stars with over 1,200 ratings. Look, I know it sounds stupid to power wash in VR. I've got some power washing in my house I could be doing, but I've been putting it off. I'm just telling you that PowerWash Simulator in VR is the most satisfying game you could ever imagine. Taking some grimy object like a car, a boat, or even entire houses and making them look clean is super relaxing. It's almost like a therapy session. PowerWash Simulator VR is definitely another one of my VR addictions. For the sale price of $15.99, head over to the Meta Horizon app quickly, because the sale ends at 11:59 Pacific time on March 23rd. Hey, check out my fancy Q2C gaming mug. Pretty sweet. Little miniature right there, and there's a Todd. Yeah, Todd right there. If for some reason you don't know, Q2C does a regular VR YouTube live stream on most Thursday nights. I'll drop a link in the description for you to check them out. Keep a lookout. This mug will be back there in the background next to my J-Brat flask, my Total VR gaming mug, my Between the Realities mug, and Zuck's barbecue sauce. Anyway, back to the sale. What the Bat is on sale. This was the Upload VR Game of the Year in 2022. Don't judge VR by this game or that award. As a reminder, Red Matter 2 launched in 2022, along with Bone Lab, The Last Clockwinder, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, and Moss Book 2. All of those games launched in 2022. But for that year, Upload VR said, What the Bat was the Game of the Year. Its regular price is $24.99 and it's on sale for $9.99. I ran the numbers, and for $4 more you can get Real VR Fishing. Pay half the sale price, you can get Gazzlers for $4.99. In my opinion, don't buy What the Bat VR on sale for $9.99. Head over to the Meta Horizon app quickly and pick a different game. House of Da Vinci is 20% off, so you can get it during the Meta Spring Sale for just $19.99. House of Da Vinci is currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 346 reviews. In the game, you play as Da Vinci's apprentice and you're summoned to Florence, but when you get there, you find Leonardo is missing. You'll have to solve puzzles based off Da Vinci's inventions to escape from rooms and check out different locations in Florence. House of Da Vinci was released in December and is already on sale. Now, normally games like House of Da Vinci don't go on sale so quickly, so you might want to jump on this one. Behemoth is 50% off right now, so you can get it during Meta's spring game sale for just $19.99. Skydance is known for developing games like The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, so they know how to make a great VR game. Behemoth has a massive original story where you'll go on a quest to save your village. The only way to do that is by building your skills and refining your use of weapons so you can take on the behemoths. Their own game description says, "Brutal violence solves everything." Behemoth is rated 4.2 stars out of 5 with about 1,100 ratings. Not bad, but a lot of those ratings and reviews were written before Skydance did a huge update. Since the update, the reviews are trending upwards, and Skydance has been very responsive and are dedicated to making continuous improvements. Next up, we have Assassin's Creed Nexus on sale for 50% off, so you can get it during Meta's spring sale for just $19.99. Look at these numbers real quick. Gamers Nexus, 9 out of 10. Shack News, 9 out of 10. Android Central, 4.5 out of 5. Gaming Trend is 95 out of 100. And for me, the game's like a 9 out of 10. Assassin's Creed Nexus is a true AAA title where you'll play as 3 different VR assassins using combat, parkour, and stealth, just like in all the flat Assassin's Creed games you love. Assassin's Creed Nexus is rated 4.3 out of 5 stars on the Meta Store and has over 4,500 ratings. Red Matter is 45% off, so you can get it during Meta Spring Sale for just $13.99. Red Matter scores 4.7 stars out of 5 with over 4,800 ratings on the Meta Store. The game has stunning graphics for a standalone VR game on Quest 3, Quest 3S, and Quest 2 for that matter. I honestly don't know how they pulled it off. The game is just beautiful. It also has great gameplay mechanics, music, and an outstanding story. It's a very polished VR game and one of my all-time favorites. If you want some VR boxing with a bit of storyline, Creed Rise to Glory is normally $29.99, but during the Meta Spring Sale, you can get it for just $17.99. That's about a 40% discount. Creed Rise to Glory has a 4.1 out of 5 rating on the Meta Store with over 6,700 ratings. The way the story goes, you play as a young fighter training under Rocky Balboa. You'll fight in lots of different locations and against a bunch of different fighters on your way to the top. Creed Rise to Glory has had plenty of updates to improve graphics and performance. They've also added player versus player for cross-platform support. Now, if you want a hell of a VR workout with a boxing game, Thrill of the Fight is normally $9.99, but during the Meta Spring Sale, it's 30% off for just $6.99. Fair warning though, this game really is a workout. Throwing punches in VR will make you sweat, and if you get good at this game, it will get you in shape. All right, now we're getting to some VR classics here. If you feel like chopping zombies, Arizona Sunshine Remake is 33% off, so you can get it during the Meta Spring Sale for just $19.99. This is the original Arizona Sunshine game, but upgraded to the Arizona Sunshine 2 engine, so you get updated graphics for all of your zombie murdering needs. For even more VR zombie chopping, Arizona Sunshine 2 is 40% off, so you can get that for just $23.99 during Meta's Spring Sale. Arizona Sunshine 2 is rated 4.2 stars out of 5 with over 2,500 ratings. All right, I'm gonna finish up with some quick hits from the Meta Spring Sale. Demeo is 50% off at just $19.99. It scores a 4.7 stars out of 5 with over 7,300 ratings. Contractors and Contractors Showdown are each $13.99 with regular prices of $19.99 or 30% off. Ragnarock is 48% off at just $12.99. It scores a 4.7 stars out of 5 with 1,500 ratings. Racket Fury Table Tennis is 70% off at $5.99. It scores a 4.0 out of 5 stars with 1,200 ratings. Premium Bowling is 40% off at $11.99. It scores a 4.3 out of 5 stars with 1,900 ratings. And Carve Snowboarding is 65% off for the Meta Spring Sale at just $6.99. It scores a 3.9 out of 5 stars with 531 reviews. If you want to save a bunch of money on your Quest VR games, head on over to the Meta Horizon app quickly because this sale ends at 11:59 Pacific time on March 23rd. Boop the subscribe button if you want some fun VR news, accessory reviews, and notifications when games go on sale. And that is what's happening. See ya.
I'm the assassin you never saw coming. You can try, but there's no point in running. Look behind you before you're done. Assassin 32 has already won. It's game over for your virtual reality.